Well, the album is Live for What's Beautiful. The band is Bridges of Light, and my guests are Jason Moon and Lee Raymond, both from Bridges of Light. Thank you both very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And I know you guys are getting ready for a big day tomorrow, a CD release party, but maybe let's talk about the band first, Jason, because you kind of had, you said there's a story behind the album and the band. I'll let you just explain where this group came from.
Sure. Well, over the past 15 years or so, I've played in a few different bands, mainly Idle Thoughts, but then other side projects and things. And every couple of years, we would record an album and put it out. But in those in-between times, I was still writing songs. And I found I had a backlog of well over 100 by about this time last summer. So what I decided to do was call a few friends who I'd acted with in some Shakespeare plays, you know, and I knew they were also musicians. Right. And I brought them on board, and we just started jamming the songs and writing some new ones together. And when we were all finished, we decided to make an album because it was so interesting having these songs that were written from different times in my life. Because as I grew older, my songwriting style changed and matured as well. And,
right.
And it was charming to have these old songs that I wrote when I was 21 years old sitting beside the songs I'm writing now, and as well as the songs written by the other members of the band. And so we put together an album, and we've been selling it all winter. Finally got around to having a CD release now this weekend.
Right. So Lee, you're in the group. What do you do?
I play guitar and vocals.
Okay, and what's your musical background?
I played for several years in bands in the United States. I've been playing guitar since I was about 12 years old. And then I moved up here and hooked up with some really talented musicians and started this project. It's worked out to be very, very good.
And so what were your thoughts on this album and this whole idea when Jason came up with it?
I was really excited because I knew that the material was fantastic. I had experienced some of Jason's material from the past, from other stuff, and listened to it, and I knew he was an incredible writer. So it was real easy to fall in with this bunch of musicians because everybody's multi-talented. And so I was very excited, actually.
And just to mention, too, that one of the most popular songs on the album, called Gotta Know, was actually written by Lee as well. Lee being American and from a completely different musical place than the rest of us that kind of grew up around Saskatchewan, just brought a different dimension to it. It was almost like having someone from Lynyrd Skynyrd come and join the band, you know? So,
well, that's really neat, though.
Yeah.
It's a good variety then of tones, I guess, in the album itself.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we even have one of our friends, Jamie Dixon, plays a didgeridoo
yeah.
solo on it, and it's cool. Yeah.
So let's we don't have a lot of time left, but maybe let's plug the release party itself tomorrow night.
Well, yeah, it's at Roxy's nightclub on 2nd Avenue, and we start about 10 o'clock p.m. And the CD release itself is actually about an hour-long set featuring songs from the album and things like that. And then we're going to play the rest of the night. In fact, the rest of the weekend we're going to play and just rock out. And anyone's welcome to come on down to Roxy's and have fun with us.
Great. Well, thank you both very much for coming in. My guests have been Jason Moon and Lee Raymond from Bridges of Light.